Here we are, it's another week of Bona Fide or Bogus. You know the drill. 5 potential facts. We decide if they're bona fide, if they're bogus. We reveal, we keep a running tally. Let's do it. Week 5. I realized as I just did that, that at some point I'm going to run out of fingers. So I got to figure out another way to introduce each time. But that's neither here nor there. We're not here to talk about how to do the intro. We are here to talk about potential bona fide or bogus facts. So let's get to it. Number 1 this week. In 2022, thousands of fire ants with tiny barcodes attached to them escaped from a laboratory. That caused chaos when they scrambled over a nearby supermarket checkout scanner. First of all, growing up in Maine, we did not have a lot of fire ants, but when you found a fire ant hill, stay completely away. Fire ants are no joke. They're very small though. So a fire ant with a barcode attached to it, I don't know how that works. So just from a schematics standpoint alone, we're going to say I am voting that is bogus and that is not true. I just don't know how that would work. I don't know how you would attach a tiny little barcode to it. So I'm taking that one. I'm going to say bogus. Fact number 1. Let's move on to number 2. Worldwide, dogs are the most preferred pet, but cats are the most popular pet within the European Union. As a household with multiple cats, bona fide. I'm just gonna bona fide it. Cats super popular, and I know when you go to a pet section of a store, it is mostly dog, but I feel like a lot of Europeans like cats. So that one just sounds legit. It was a good save, man. I should get a point for that. But I'm not here to give points for saves. We are here to give points on if I can put some stuff on it. So fact number 3. The term lone wolf comes from the fact that dominant male wolves prefer to live and hunt alone. I know for a long time people thought like lone, I think that was alpha male, that they got that idea from wolves, but it turned out that was completely garbage. So dominant male wolves prefer to live and hunt alone. I don't think that's true. I think that's bogus. So I don't know. I feel like the lone wolves are the outliers and they're not the dominant ones. I don't know. I think that's what we call a common misconception, but I don't know. I might be completely wrong. Last week I had a great week, so this week could be a tragic week, could be awful, could be like the week before. I don't know. There's no middle of the road weeks anymore. Number 4. In 2022, another one in 2022, global warming caused a frozen lake in Russia to melt, releasing a 48,500-year-old zombie virus. Oh, I want this to be true so bad because it sounds like the plot of a movie. It sounds like, like Communist Lake or whatever it would be called, like some kind of zombie lake. I'm going to, with all the hope of a young boy on Christmas morning, I am going to put that as bona fide and hope that that's true. I don't think it means like a zombie virus, like it makes people zombies, but I think that term means like a virus that was thought to be dead and gone, but now is back. I'm trying to rationally think about what a zombie virus would look like. So that's the guess. Bona fide on that one. 5th and final, here we go. In 1952, Francois Gillot, the artist who was Pablo Picasso's partner for 11 years, married Jonas Salk, the polio vaccine inventor. Okay, now this one, they have those weird like history overlap facts where like it seems like, one of those unbelievable facts that these two things existed on Earth at the same time. And oh gosh, I want to say one of them's like Abraham Lincoln and the fax machine or something like that, that it's like, it's real weird, but it's like these two things existed on Earth at the same time and you wouldn't think so. And so this feels exactly like one of those, and it's just weird enough that I feel like that could be bona fide. So I'm going to go ahead and pick bona fide and feel like it's going to be one of these weird like history overlap things. So just a guess. We'll see. We'll see. Because now it's time for the big reveal. I've made my guesses. Hopefully you at home have made your guesses. And we're going to now reveal which ones are bona fide, which ones are bogus. So let's start at the beginning. In 2022, thousands of fire ants with tiny barcodes attached to them escaped from a laboratory. They caused chaos when they scrambled over a nearby supermarket checkout scanner. That just seemed completely bogus to me. I said bogus. Hopefully you got it right at home, because the answer is bogus. Engineers from the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology attached barcodes to the ants to study their movement, which is interesting because I thought that the whole thing was just made up. So it turns out that that actually did happen, and they did put barcodes on tiny ants, which seems very tough to do to me. But it's 1-0. That's good. We're 1 for 1. I like where this is going. This week's starting off strong. Worldwide, dogs are the most preferred pet, but cats are the most popular pet within the European Union. Easy for me to say. I said bona fide. It is bona fide. We're 2-0 so far. We're starting a streak, baby. 7 in a row so far for me. Third, the term lone wolf. I'm struggling today. The term lone wolf comes from the fact that dominant male wolves prefer to live and hunt alone. I said bogus, and the answer is, it is bogus. It's a pack of lies. It's funny because wolves go in packs. Wolves rely on their pack for survival and social support. I'm on a hot streak. I can't lose. I need to go to Vegas or get a lottery ticket or something. In 2022, global warming caused a frozen lake in Russia to melt, releasing a 48,500-year-old zombie virus. I said bona fide. I don't really know how I feel about it, but it's one of those that, like, as a horror movie fan, I kind of want it to be true. I said bona fide. It is bona fide. The revived virus, given the name Pandoravirus yedoma, was discovered by a dedicated team of scientists. And I know, like, that's what I was trying to explain. Like, I'm trying to rationalize it. Like, it wasn't really like a zombie virus. Like, it makes people turn into zombies. But I don't know. I saw the original Dawn of the Dead for the first time all the way through last year for Halloween, and I used to hate zombie movies. I used to think like that was like the one genre of horror that I wouldn't do because they were always like real gross and graphic and all that stuff. But Dawn of the Dead, I'm okay with it. I'm okay. It was good. It was actually good. It was good. My Letterboxd review was positive. All right, then on here to talk about zombies. In 1952, Francois Guillot, the artist who was Pablo Picasso's partner for 11 years, married Jonas Salk, the polio vaccine inventor. I said that is just crazy enough to be bona fide. It is bona fide. That's 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row of 5-0. Oh man, this will not last. It's not going to last. I'm going to crash hard, and I know it. I'm gonna have a streak of like 6 or 7 weeks where I get maybe like 2 right the whole time. But right now I'm gonna ride this high because that means I've now answered 10 correctly in a row. So that's awesome. Hopefully you did just as well and you got all of them correct. And so update me in the comments with your scores, and join me next week for hopefully another bona fide good time.